and a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony courtside. On our sidelines tonight, reporting Allie LaForce. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Look at the Lakers. They've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them. And, of course, Utah. Not really any threat right now as their record's showing a lot more losses.
And when I look at the Lakers, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got Luka Doncic, Buzelis out there with Markkanen. Then there's the great one. And for the Jazz, we've got George. Filipowski's out there with Jaren Jackson. Then there's Amen Thompson. And it's Peterson in at the 2. Clark would have to think that for game 1 of this back-to-back, teams are making some calculated adjustments. What do you think?
You're not wrong about that, Kevin. No reason to really show your full hand, if you will, in a back-to-back situation. You're always conscious of where your players are physically in terms of rest and fatigue. It's about finding the right balance for your particular ball club based on what the potential is and where you are currently.
And maybe more than any team in the West, GA, the Jazz, really committing to the rebuild.
Well, in the West, it seems like you got 13 or 14 teams all trying to win now, and it just doesn't work that way. So it's not just about talent, it's also about timing.
Markkanen passes to Doncic. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. And it's Utah's ball. Outside for George. Buries the long-range jumper.
And developing that 3-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
The great one passes to Doncic. Here's the great one, defended by George. The great one with the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
On the wing, Markkanen. Defended by Filipowski. And here's Doncic from the arc. Rebound, Utah.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Here's Peterson. Right now, checking his stats, he's averaging over 23 points a game. Shot clock at 5. Back to Thompson. Fires from deep. Buzelis grabs the board. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Doncic, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And it's hauled in by Lauri Markkanen.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Doncic kicks to Markkanen. A 3-ball. Peterson grabs the miss. The Jazz trailing. Filipowski finds George. Here's Peterson. The Jazz working the ball around now. That one falls.
Hey, it's typically a positive for this offense when he's assertive and looking to score.
Here's Doncic. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. To the paint. 3-pointer. Rebounded by the Jazz.
Putting up a goose egg, bageled this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice. Get the ball in close. Get your points that way. That's doing good business.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
And they're in the top third in the league in assists. Oftentimes in possessions, making the extra pass makes all the difference.
And you brought up their ranking in blocks. They commit those big bodies down low, Greg, and don't let any shot go unchallenged inside. The 3 And he's good on the 3-ball. That's 7 points for the great one.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
They set the pick. There's Jackson with the 3. Hands it from downtown.
Well, Jackson Jr. is a very skilled three-point shooter. And you can't give him room, especially from the corner.
Pass to the great one. And here's Doncic from the arc. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now, here's Thompson. Scoreless thus far. Jackson has the open look. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Now, here's Doncic. A dependable source of points for his team, averages just under 24 points a game. Bounce pass Markkanen. Lets the 3 fly. Bangs home the trifecta.
And the quick trigger of Markkanen is impressive. He's got such a fluid release, too, especially on these catch-and-shoot jumpers.
Pass to Peterson. Jackson with the screen. Peterson misses. For the Utah Jazz, they come in off a loss to the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
And it all had to be, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
The great one, and another 3 for the Lakers.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And that one's good, George.
And you can see that backcourt just setting the tone for the entire team.
Count that bucket.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And it's George finishing it off.
Hello. I mean, that's what I call a move.
That is some artistry. Greg, you're right. On his way to the basket, he was soaring.
Hey, bump the move. How about the finish? That's right, fella. Bang that thing.
Drains the 3-pointer. Now just a 1-point Laker lead.
And he's proven he can make this shot. Jackson, the D has to respect his range better than that. I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Sinks the triple.
He is in a groove. You can tell he's playing with a lot of confidence.
LA has gotten a lot of shots off from 3-point land in the first quarter, but they're only 4 of 9. Back to Doncic. Pass to the great one. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Jackson finds Filipowski. The shot by George wide open. And Utah another 3.
Boy, they need to ride him as far as he can take him, because he is pedal to the metal right now.
Here's the great one. Now, here's Doncic. Stolen by Jackson. Filipowski with it. He had 15 points last outing. George with the bounce pass. Jackson down low. And it's hauled in by Lauri Markkanen. Lakers trail by 3. We've known about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s defensive acumen, but GA much improved as a scorer as well.
Yeah, her range out beyond the arc and his handle, I think it's underrated. One of the top two-way bigs in our league.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And the Jazz with some changes. Hayes is checked in for Jackson. And Bailey subbed in for Amen Thompson. Knipples checked in for Los Angeles. Austin Reeves comes in for Markkanen. Here's Bailey. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Pass to the great one. An easy 2 points on the layup. That's 12 points for the great one.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving it in.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Here's Peterson. The shot's good on the assist by George. Peterson's got 7.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Pass to the great one. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. 15 points in the game.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
He talked about a back and forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
The great one with the bucket.
He's clearly on the attack, making 6 of his last 7.
George passes to Filipowski. Here's Peterson. 7 points in the game. And he can't answer back the three-pointer offline. 1:53 left in the first quarter. Here's the great one. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Only 1 miss in his first 8 attempts, coming out of the gate strong.
Here's George. Knebel with the rebound. Here are the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run here. Doncic passes to the great one. Doncic trying to get open. And it's the great one missing. Jazz trail by 5. Outside, George. Pass to Filipowski. Back to George. Oh, what a play! Woo!
We are going to remember that for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
A circus dunk for you right there, guys.
Now, here's George. We saw him with 19 points his last outing.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3 ball as he is, you know. He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
George with the screen on Doncic. Back to George. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting very healthy, 6 for 9.
He's had an amazing quarter, and they're still trailing. Hard to believe that.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Here's Peterson. Lets it go from deep. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Los Angeles on top, up 5. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, Jackson is out there with Bailey. Then there's Amen Thompson. Then it's Keontae George. And it's Peterson in at the shooting guard position. That's the group right now for Utah. Bailey with the ball. Defended by Knebel. Jackson with the screen. Another miss by Utah.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thank you, Kevin. A lot of conversation in the NBA about expansion. Commissioner Adam Silver said there are clearly markets out there that are very interested and will run through a process. I'm looking forward to it. There's an enormous amount of interest out there. It's on the league to look at it holistically. Kevin?
All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Pass to Peterson. The tray. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Peterson's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Utah. Here's the great one. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Keontae George picks one up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Utah. And here's George for three. The Lakers with the rebound. Knipples got his sixth rebound on the night.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Drills the three-pointer.
This is what they were hoping to get from him tonight. Solid performance.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And one thing we love about the NBA, Clark, the different styles that teams play with. So how important is pace?
I think it's critically important, Kevin, because the game is meant to be played at a fast pace. 24-second shot clock, 8 seconds to get the ball across the half-court line. And some teams really step on the gas pedal and try to play extremely fast. Others want to massage the pace. So I like the fact that there are different approaches to pace for the teams in the NBA.
Out to Thompson, 4 on the clock. He tries for 3, and it's hauled in by Lauri Markkanen. Lakers leading by 11. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
Jusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Hayes. Now George, 16 points for him. Here's Bailey. Back to George. He sinks the 11-footer. George has got 4 points this quarter.
He's giving them a spark because he can't win this game all by himself.
Here's Markkanen. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Well, I love what he's done in this first half, at least so far. Increasing confidence every time down the floor. You can see it.
Here's George, and George with the stuff.
Great dish from Nurkic there. He really has a 6th sense for those reads.
Here's the great one. Utah with the rebound. George has got 4 rebounds in this game. Bailey with a wide-open look. Good on the three-point shot.
Well, they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Pass to the great one. Over George. It's good from the top of the key. 34 points for the great one.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Peterson the pass to Nurkic. The Jazz working the ball around now. Thompson against Doncic. The drive by Thompson, and it's blocked. And they'll keep possession. And they recover it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time for the Jazz. Jaren Jackson comes in for Jusuf Nurkic. And Filipowski has subbed in for Bailey. From deep three-point territory, Doncic passes to the great one. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got assist number 5 here tonight.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Many players, Clark, can drive in and step back, but few do both as well as Luka Doncic.
Yeah, I agree with you there, man. He's special in that regard, and sometimes he can do both of those things in the same play, even multiple times. I mean, he's a ball-dominant guy, but he's got special scoring ability. His footwork is a big part of it, his ball handling, and his size. I mean, his size is deceptive, and I think underlooked sometimes in how he's able to do what he does with the basketball.
Back to Jackson. Thompson outside. Utah needs to get off a shot here. That's good by Filipowski.
And that's how you move the ball, putting the defense in a really tough spot.
Stolen by Jackson. Thompson for the triple. And it's hauled in by Lauri Markkanen. Markkanen's got his 4th rebound in this one. Over in the corner, Doncic. Here's the great one. Hits the three-point bomb. The great one's got 40 points.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Back to Doncic. From deep three-point land, the shot will not fall.
Well, if he can somehow get into a rhythm offensively, I think they could stretch this lead.
Jackson finds Thompson. Here's Peterson. Over Doncic. Another miss by Utah. And so it's Los Angeles in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And more than anything, their three-point shooting is what sparked them. A fantastic night from long range so far. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this one, but what a fantastic first half we witnessed for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Whoa, I love seeing a team spread the ball around like this. The difference in assists is the difference in this game right now, Ernie.
This is one of those just keep doing what you're doing. If they can, I expect this lead to grow. Now it's time to check in on how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up.
What you really like about these young fellas, they compete. They've arrived with no fear. Can't say that about most rookies.
Still a long season ahead, but so far, yeah, they've been very impressive. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been one outstanding game from the great one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Jazz trail by 16. And on the floor for J.J. Redick as we get into the second half. Markkanen is out there with Buzelis. Then there's the great one. Then there's Doncic.
Well, Jackson Jr. is an efficient rebounder, and he knows to send that one right back.
Puts up a deep 3 from beyond the arc and then some. The great one's got 43 points.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
You know, for me, it doesn't get any better than seeing big fellas who can use the mid-range jumper to their advantage.
Pass to Markkanen. There's the 3. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Here's George. And it's hauled in by Lauri Markkanen. Markkanen's got his 6th rebound on the night. 90 seconds now into the second half. Stolen by Jackson. Pass to Thompson. Over Doncic. Thompson passes to Peterson. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Peterson's got 18 points.
Getting his team the best shot on the floor. Amen Thompson feeds a ready shooter that time.
Doncic, rebounded by the Jazz. Filipowski's got 4 rebounds now tonight. It's rebounded by Doncic.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 13 points in the game.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
Drives to the hoop.
Dynamic two-hand jam.
And right in the face of the defender.
Yeah, that was a tough, gritty, sandpaper-like finish.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And a brief moment now to see who's atop the NBA in team free throws. The Lakers, #1.
You can't be careless when you play them. I mean, no wasted opportunities at the line. It's a team effort, and they're getting it done.
On the wing, Thompson. Driving inside. Takes the 12-footer and hits.
This is a good sign, a positive sign. Thompson wanting to keep getting better from the mid-range.
And it's blocked. Filipowski passes to George. Now here's Jackson. D right on him. Back to George. Pocket 6. Back to Jackson. Puts one up from 19. To the inside. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Here's George. Buries the jumper to finish the break. George has got 22.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
And a moment to check out now what Utah has coming up. On Monday, they'll take on Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors. Then on Friday, they'll be playing against Zach LaVine and the Sacramento Kings.
And that game against Houston, they won't have much room for error in that one. A team like this will punish mistakes, but I could see them walking away with this one.
How about the D from Doncic? These guys appreciate when he gives that kind of effort at the defensive end.
And again, the Lakers no good. Jazz trail by 16. Peterson the pass to George. 2 points. That one goes. George has got 4 points this quarter.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
Thompson outside. From outside, off the mark. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Lakers. They led the game at 1 point by 20. They host the Clippers after this game. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for them.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
On the wing, Jackson. He's got 11. Peterson misses. Lakers leading by 16. Here's the great one. And yep, another basket.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Here's Peterson. 18 points for him. Pass to George. Back to Jackson. From deep. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got 6 assists in the game. Stolen by Thompson. Now George. Filipowski passes to Jackson. Here's Peterson. And the Jazz with another 3.
And he's on his way to putting up a big three-point total.
LA's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Here's the great one. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. The great one's got 55. Peterson the pass to Jackson. Six on the shot clock. Pass to Peterson. Over Doncic. No good off the front iron. Los Angeles leading by 15. The great one. And again, Los Angeles with the triple. Wow, guys, doesn't look good. We've got an injury here.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
Yeah, you know, aside from some of the player protection rules, which have been of benefit, A lot of it just comes down to what the body can withstand.
Bailey's checked in for Utah. Thompson outside. Filipowski the bounce pass. And the basket by Bailey.
Love the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
There's always a need for shot makers in the NBA, GA, and that's what Ace Bailey brings to the floor.
Bailey has a smooth jumper with a high release point that allows him to shoot over just about any defender. And when you pair that with his physical tools, his upside is through the roof.
The Lakers shooting 65%, an outstanding offensive display from them. The great one passes to Markkanen. They're running. Filipowski with it, now defended by Markkanen. Filipowski with it. He's got 8, and that one's good. George.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Pass to Markkanen. To the right side. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Here's the great one. The rebound by the Jazz. Right side, George. Here's Bailey. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got his 7th assist in the game. And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Collier, he's checked in for Thompson. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Knipples checked in for Markkanen. The great one passes to Doncic. And again, the Lakers no good. Jazz trail by 13. Deflects the pass. Here's Collier. It's deflected, and it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Jackson setting the pick here for George. And the Jazz, another 3.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
Doncic, no good.
He's off his game right now, trying to find a groove.
George passes to Collier. And Utah, another 3.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Pass to Doncic. Jacks up a 3. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Lakers?
Well, I think they've been lethal from beyond the arc this game, no doubt about it. Hard to defend such spot-on shooting.
And you can't ignore their passing. All game long, they've done a great job of just delivering the ball in rhythm
Right where it needs to be. Tops in scoring, first in rebounding, and they're also #1 in distributing the basketball, a testament to their supreme unselfishness and the passing talent of their floor leaders.
But, Greg, you can throw out all the other stats and rankings. Their scoring is what makes them special, plain and simple. 6 to shoot. Doncic way outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Way downtown, Doncic testing the limits of his range there.
There's the lob to the hoop. And finished off by Bailey.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Pass to Buzelis. Here's the great one. That 3 off the mark. Jazz trail by 6. Bailey passes to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And anytime Jackson gets near the rim, it's pretty much a done deal.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Through the contact from long range, and he almost got the hoop to fall. Instead, he'll shoot 3 at the line.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the three-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
The Jazz making a switch here. Thompson's checked in.
Well, you have no concerns when he's at the free throw line. Very consistent.
Pass to Jackson. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Here's the great one for 3. Good, that's another bucket.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable.
Leading the charge. What a huge quarter for him.
Now Bailey. Pass to Collier. It's good from long range. Collier's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Utah. Los Angeles leading by 7. Here's the great one. Non-stop scoring machine here. Los Angeles, they have an exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. The first free throw is good. The Lakers making a switch here. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And this is the pattern we typically see from this team as a whole, creating chances at the line and converting them.
And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Los Angeles, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We come back right after this. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you order.
Jaren Jackson's checked in for the Jazz. Filipowski comes in for George. They've got Kyle Filipowski. Thompson is out there with Collier. Then there's Jackson, and it's Bailey into the 3 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Here's the Jazz with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run here. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around to tie it up. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line.
First personal foul, first team foul.
That free throw good from Bailey. Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. And he nails the 3rd.
He's a big guy with a soft stroke from the charity stripe. You love to see that.
Here's the great one. It's blocked. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Here's the 3. And good. He hits it again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Puts it up from 12. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Buzelis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. A moment for an injury report.
Hey guys, I spoke with the head athletic trainer for the Jazz, and it's just about the worst report possible. He has ruptured his Achilles. We know how devastating that can be. And for this team's roster in particular, losing anyone is a major blow. They'll really be missing him on the floor for sure.
All right, Allie, thanks for that.
You know, you learn a lot about yourself through these long rehab processes. There's a physical component for sure, but I think mentally and psychologically is where the real challenge is. I have no doubt he'll return, and my guess is he'll be better and stronger than ever. Wow! What can you say?
Outside Jackson. Pass to Collier. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Collier's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact.
And again for 3.
Another 3 I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for three-point shots made.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the dish.
Boy, he had a nice look at it after drawing the foul. Boy, it would have been nice to get an and one there.
And Utah making a change here. George is checked in. Doncic is checked in for Los Angeles.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
Out to the wing. Here's Collier. Shot clock at 6. Rebound the Lakers. They led the game at one point by 20. Down low. Buzelis. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
With his soft touch around the rim, Buzelis should score a lot of points in the paint over his career.
And he gets it to go. Collier's got 16 points here in the second half. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Amen Thompson, he's checked in for the Jazz. The Lakers also with a sub. Markkanen's checked in. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. He told them, no time to celebrate. The work is not finished. We've got to stick with it and keep growing what we've got here. Words of wisdom for his squad. Back to you.
Allie, thank you so much. And J.J. Redick is called timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Sam Merrill, he's checked in for the Lakers. Los Angeles leading by 6. And that one is stuffed right through.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Pass to the great one. Off target with his 3. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Jazz. They can look forward to San Francisco after this game and a matchup against Golden State. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. George dishes to Thompson. Shoots over Merrill. The shot by Thompson, no good.
Open midi right there. That's letting the defense off the hook when you don't cash in.
The Lakers moving the ball around. Connects again from distance.
And guys, this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for 3rd now, most threes in a game.
The points, GA, just keep piling up, and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from beyond the arc. The step-back jumper is good. Thompson's got 6 points in the quarter.
Boy, he's looked unstoppable this half. Maybe he got a little pep talk over the break.
Now George. Here's Jackson.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
And you love how Jackson Jr. has responded to setbacks and injury in his career. He doesn't get discouraged, just makes him work harder. So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the 4th. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Driving in. Oh, and he feathers one right through. What touch!
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And the foul called on the great one. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And here's George. Bailey fires. And get the three.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Outside Jackson. Here's George. Thompson outside. Takes the three. Does not go. Los Angeles leading by 13. Let's lose a three, and again for three.
And with that made three, he now stands alone for third most threes in a single game.
He's been locked in, and it's been lights out for him all game long, D.A. What a shooting performance. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's George. For three, he drills the three.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Lakers.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far. They've won 2 straight.
Yep, but 2 more to go before the end of the season, and they'll obviously be very confident heading into those 2 games.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for the Great One.
Offensively, he was dialed in all night long. Scoring at will, it seemed, made the game look easy.
30 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Connect on the J. And so it's the Lakers with it. They led the game at one point by 20. Puts up a deep three. Rebounded by Thompson. So it's the Lakers taking care of business here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was.